St. Louis sits at the crossroads of America, not just for highways, but for rail, river, and aviation. It's truly the gateway city for people and goods. I'm Nathan Vickers for First Alert Ford, and this week we're looking at the shipping lines that turn this region into a freight powerhouse over the last 2 centuries. It's infrastructure that's efficient and reliable, with new opportunities for growth and jobs, especially when it comes to the new technology helping to move the industry forward. Every passing train,
Rail's been around for 200 years.
touches the very network
It's so ingrained in our language and our speech.
that laid the tracks for modern America.
People say stuff all the time like I'm staying on the tracks, I'm going off the rails, I'm building up steam.
A network that keeps the country moving behind the scenes of a car-driven society today.
But there was a point in time where rail employed a huge percentage of the total population.
Tim Lucchini's company, Intramotive, offers innovation,
On our end here, we're just going to be in a remote control mode.
creating electric, autonomous rail cars in a North St. Louis warehouse for clients looking to move freight quickly and efficiently.
Pretty responsive, pretty fast.
We build a rail car that drives itself, can drive itself independently from point A to point B. It can pull traditional rail cars with it, so you can think of these 2-mile-long trains that move across the country, but now we can do it with 1 to 10 cars at the same types of unit economics. And then the last mode is we can ride in a normal train set.
Why is that unusual in the rail industry?
So today when railroads are running, they're running off of an optimized tech stack, but it's basically the same type of tech stack as what they did in the 1800s. What we are thinking about is how do we let that continue to be the model, but instead of just having that for their operations, now they can offer speed and flexibility, and now offer something more like trucking.
How do you make rail competitive with trucking?
The rail's already competitive on cost. It's competitive from an environmental emissions perspective. What it really needs to do is offer service, and flexible service is a part of that. And in order to do that, all they really needed to do is breathe life into the rail car.
We'll actually put this on the front of a locomotive at a customer site ahead of us putting a full vehicle there.
We joined a tour of Intramotive showcasing the company's work.
And so this is much safer than what our conventional trains are doing right now, right?
They say last year their cars carried roughly 12,000 loads, more than 350,000 tons. Lucchini believes it's companies like his that can help St. Louis find the spark it needs.
There's a ton of great businesses that have been built, started, and grown here. We're building the next generation of those businesses, and we need to feed this entrepreneurial ecosystem again with people that are willing to take chances, build big businesses, and not just expect that somebody's going to move a big business here.
The region is already a powerhouse when it comes to freight and connecting between trains, barges, highways, and air. It's the nation's most efficient inland port, according to the Army Corps of Engineers, and the 3rd largest multimodal hub by volume. Mary Lamy works with the St. Louis Regional Freightway, which supports industry stakeholders. Why is freight so important to the St. Louis region?
Freight moves everything, and it impacts everything that we buy at the store. And so it impacts how quickly products can get delivered to the grocery store. It impacts how quickly things you buy on Amazon gets delivered to your front door.
And what advantages does St. Louis have when it comes to shipping and moving products and being a part of those larger supply chains?
So St. Louis is considered a global logistics hub. And part of it is because we've got the geographic advantage, center of the U.S., most strategic location on the Mississippi River, ice-free and lock-free to and from the Gulf of Mexico. And if you look at all the different layers of infrastructure and transportation, we've got 2 international air cargo airports. We've got our 4 interstates that give you easy access to the 4 quadrants of the U.S. We've got 6 national rail carriers, and then we've got all the barge traffic. Then we have all these industry leaders working together to collaborate and to continue to invest. And when you have the geographic advantage, the infrastructure, and you're continuing to invest in it, it gives us the ability to not only support the supply chain here in our region, nationally and globally, and it also offers very competitive transportation costs.
It's also at the core of the region's agricultural industry, a sector involving more than 176,000 jobs in the region and more than 10% of its economy, according to the St. Louis Agribusiness Club. Do you think people realize all the commerce that happens here because of the Mississippi River and because of the agricultural industry?
But we don't, and that's where our office is all about building that awareness. And it's not just for our region to be aware of it, but it's also building that awareness, because if you're a shipper or a carrier, that's an indicator as far as there's a competitive advantage to do business in this area. The other thing is, you know, being aware of that, it helps us educate our region about the job opportunities in transportation.
We try and build all of our rail cars here on site.
That edge is part of why Intermotive is growing here. Right now, they have the capacity to build out around 160 cars a year, and just landed their newest client, Austria's national rail operator, OBB. Why St. Louis?
Everything going east to west or north to south can go through a couple key cities. St. Louis is one of them. The second thing is we have some of the best talent in this region. We want to help them stay in our region. St. Louis has an amazing work ethic, has an amazing skilled worker base. It just has to all coordinate, and you need some people taking chances and leading from the front. We'll be one of them. Anybody that ever watches this show, I'll encourage them to be another one.
For Lucchini, moving forward means more innovators building on the region's foundations in river and rail, maintaining efficient and dependable routes on the global supply chain.
Now going forward, it's not just the last 200 years. It's what does rail need to be competitive for the next 200 years? And we're going to build that future and lean into the existing strengths of the rail ecosystem.